Poverty is the biggest barrier to success in education. And we know that simply because the correlation between poverty and education outcomes is so high. Often that correlation is much higher than other pieces of information that you may think would be highly correlated, such as the experience of a teacher or the method that the teacher uses for instruction. So when I first came into the Department of Education, we saw that poverty could explain as much as 0.72% of the academic outcomes that we were driving. So when we really broke down how poverty might be creating barriers to learning, we looked at health barriers to learning, we looked at housing barriers to learning, we looked at food barriers to learning. So ultimately, again, taking the child at the center, assuming that if they were coming from an impoverished background, which in Georgia, that's almost 60% of our schools are serving their students free and reduced price lunch. We have a poverty rate in Georgia of between 20 and 25%. So that means 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 students is experiencing detrimental poverty levels. So we created policies that attack those health and housing and barriers. Learn policy called The Whole Child, and we are creating the wraparound supports necessary so that all children can be successful in learning.